Let's talk España. You will find them in Group H, one of the favorites to win the entire World Cup, but they shocked us with a draw with Cabo Verde in their opening game, which is why the group looks like this, because Uruguay also were held to a draw. Now, remember, Lamine Yamal did not start that game, and today up against Saudi Arabia, we're wondering if whether or not we will see the best of their teen sensation.
Lamine! What are we witnessing?
He's bold, he's brilliant. That's a superstar.
Sensational! Oh, he's brilliant. He is brilliant.
Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world right now. There's just no debate.
All right, well, here is a look at the Spanish papers as they get ready for this one. And no surprise that they are talking about Lamine Yamal as saying, as magia, do some magic. That's what we want to see. And listos para reaccionar, ready to react, because like I said, we all were left absolutely shocked after they were held to that draw against Cabo Verde. Alex Kirkland is joining us right now because he is following the Spanish national team. Alex, what's the latest on Lamine Yamal? Is he going to start today?
Yeah, that's the big question, Alexis. All the talk every day at Spain camp this week has been all about Lamine. And Coach Luis de la Fuente was asked about this yesterday. He said, look, it's not a problem. He can handle it. The big question, like you say, is does he start? Now, de la Fuente wouldn't confirm that for sure yesterday. We'll find out the team news very shortly. De la Fuente did say, look, it's a question, does he play 55 minutes, 60 minutes? And so do the math. That makes him a starter. Otherwise, it doesn't work out if he's a substitute. But we haven't got the team news here just yet. De la Fuente asked as well yesterday about Lamine and what kind of role he can play for this Spain national team. He was thrown names like Messi and Maradona with what they've done at World Cups in the past. He said, no, it's a mistake to compare him to anybody. But he did then go on to call him a genius and compare him to Salvador Dali and Michelangelo. So don't compare him to Messi and Maradona, but you can compare him to two of the greatest artists of all time. No pressure.
No pressure at all, but we do know that the pitch definitely is his canvas, and he's very much capable of pulling up some art. Ale, if you are in charge, are you starting him?
100% yes. Yes, yes, sí. Lamine Yamal has to play. If he is fit and ready to go, which I assume he is given the fact that he was put on the field against Cape Verde late in that match, then yes, he has to start. Spain is so much better with Lamine Yamal on the field. They are so limited when he's not on the field. What he can give you in terms of creativity, 1v1 situations, passing of the ball, dribbling, creating for himself, creating for others. It is a completely, total different team when Lamine Yamal is on the field. I expect him to start. I expect him to play well. And I expect Spain to win and dominate. And they better, because I picked them to win this whole thing, and they have to be much better than what they were against Cape Verde.
Ned, you starting Lamine too? It's a lot of pressure to put on him, especially considering he's making his way back from injury.
Pressure? I'm not really sure. I think he's fine. This is a guy that's helped Spain win the Euros 2 years ago. This is a guy that's done so much, and it's also so easy to forget he's 18 years old. The way we speak about him is like he's 25, 26. It's like the fate of like the Spanish nation is on this 18-year-old Lamine.
And my bracket.
And especially your bracket.
And our prediction.
And I think that sums up how good he actually is. All these conversations about somebody so young that you would think would be just getting drip-fed into a side. Well, he's one of the best in the world. Like, Julian Laurent says, he is the best in the world, as we heard in the piece just then. So I think I would start him. If you can get 60 minutes from him, you absolutely have to start him. And I think you get a chance to get him into rhythm and then hopefully build some more momentum so that, should they make the knockouts, after they make it to the knockouts, you find the best version of them.
Well, they better. Let me just tell you, and because I was asked if I'm sticking to my pick.
Yes.
My lovely wife would sometimes suggest and describe me as being stubborn.
I would agree.
Well, thank you, Alexis. I don't know if that was supportive or not. But all I would tell you is, yes, I'm sticking with Spain, but the big caveat is Lamine Yamal has to be on the field. I expect him to play well today.
Alex, tell us what you're expecting from Spain today, because normally after the results at Cabo Verde, we felt a lot of pressure was going to be on them, because I think a lot of people expected Uruguay to take care of business and get their 3 points. That didn't happen, so the group is pretty much wide open.
Yeah, we will see changes in the team today. De La Fuente confirmed that. I don't know if it'll be 2 or 3. They'll look for more width. They've talked this week about the need to speed up the passing, play with more intensity, look to use the width of the pitch more because they struggled. They had a lot of the ball, a lot of possession, struggled to create really clear-cut chances against Cabo Verde. It was a bit of the old-school kind of Spain from a few years ago with lots of possession and no end product. Lamine will make a huge difference, of course, if he's on the pitch, and it will depend on when that first goal comes. If it comes early, I think they'll be absolutely fine today. If it is a struggle as it was against Cabo Verde, then the nerves will start to come, then the pressure will start to build, and then it really would be panic stations. But we're not there yet.
Not there yet, but are there panic stations for Brazil? Because Rafinha seems to have picked up a hamstring injury against Haiti, and now he seems to be out for up to 2 weeks, or at least until the round of 16 or more if Brazil do make it that far. Here's Robbo last night on how big of a loss this is for Brazil.
Rafinha has been magnificent for 2 years. This is the biggest blow, in my view, to any team in the World Cup if he is considered to be not available to play for them, because his movement, his running, he changed the whole dynamic of the way teams play. He did it at Barcelona, his movement from outside to in, making forward runs, up time after time after time, just makes the opposition, if they want to hold a high line, he gets in behind them. If they want to go with him, it opens up space for other people. And I think that would be a massive, massive loss if he's not playing.
Ale, panic stations?
I stopped listening once I saw how low his shirt was buttoned.
It was listen. It was late last night. It was late.
Robbo was feeling himself.
Honestly, I was wondering where that wire was going.
Can Brazil win the World Cup without Rafinha? Because we know that's what they want.
Let me do this. Brazil cannot win the World Cup even if Rafinha is on the field. They're limited for other reasons. So Rafinha not being there, of course, is a big blow. It's a major blow. But Rafinha is one of the players that had been questioned by the media to Carlo Ancelotti coming up to their second match. It was like, when are we going to get the best out of Rafinha? When are we going to get the best out of Rafinha? He was under pressure, and so was Carlo Ancelotti to make a decision on Rafinha. So it's not like he had been playing all that well for Brazil to begin with. They need him on the field. They would rather have him on the field. But to be honest with you, Brazil has many more issues than just missing out on Rafinha. I just think they have to elevate their level of play, which we haven't seen in the first couple of matches.
When are we going to get the best out of Rafinha? That's something that we have seen up close and personal, Alex, haven't we, in La Liga, as Hansi Flick manages to get the best out of Rafinha for Barcelona. Either way you cut it, this is going to be a big blow for Brazil.
Yeah, like we heard Robbo saying there, the role that Rafinha plays, as much off the ball as on the ball, is so important for Barcelona and Brazil. He is an on-field leader. I think coaches, both Ancelotti and Hansi Flick, rate him really highly because of how that he sort of pulls the whole team around him in terms of the positioning on the field when the team are out of possession. You know, traditionally hasn't always been a strength for the Brazil national team, but he makes a big difference to that. And yeah, he's not the superstar of the team like Vinicius Jr. He's not necessarily the most vocal leader, but he is a leader in terms of his performance for Brazil, just as he is for Barcelona. We've seen how good he's been in La Liga for a couple of seasons now, and it is a huge blow. And if Brazil do progress to the latter stages here, it'll be a race against time for him to get back fit and be able to play some part.
All right, Alex Kirkland, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to let you make your way inside the stadium and hopefully see finally some magic from Lamine Yamal.
Hope.
All right, well, we've already seen Messi magic at this World Cup, and it's inspiring artists everywhere. Argentina will be back in action tomorrow in Dallas, and they are putting up murals everywhere. What do you think of this one, Ale?
Let me see. Yeah, it's nice.
You're not too impressed.
Well, because then you see this, and then you go, all right,
this
okay,
impressed you
now we're talking.
Because a new statue of Lionel Messi has been erected in Argentina. Now, it is 26 meters tall, and it weighs about 70 tons. Now, this is absolutely bigger than the one that's already in India, Nadem. Do you want to go visit this?
Do I want to go? No, I'll be all right.
Do you want one of these in your backyard?
No, I'm all right.
You don't rate Messi
My backyard's
that
not
much?
that big.
So what you're saying is you don't rate Messi that much? I'm just kidding. All right.
So Nadem hates Messi. It's really the headline.
Argentina and looking ahead to them playing tomorrow on the early ESPN FC show. Join us 9 a.m. ESPN 2. Time for another quick break, but when we come back, we'll be talking USA with ESPN's very own Jeremy Schaap.